Good morning, Stormy. I want to ask you some questions about some things we've learned in class.
Okay.
What have you learned about pennies?
You can stack them and count them.
You can stack and count pennies. What else have you learned?
We can sort them.
We-
Count them.
We can sort, then count them. How did you sort the pennies?
You separate them, then count them.
How did you separate them?
You put one penny up beside it, you put the other one there where there's no pennies.
And how did you decide how to put them in groups? What groups did you make?
Our classroom.
You put some in one group that has the man, okay, that has Abraham Lincoln on them. So some were sorted by heads. What was the other group?
Some of the pennies have the shield and the big building.
You're right. So there's 3 groups you can sort into. Do you remember what the big building's called? The Lincoln
Memorial.
The Lincoln Memorial. You're right. Do you remember anything about the Lincoln Memorial?
You can. There's the one that we saw with the work in the classroom today. He's sitting on a chair on the porch.
Yes. Abraham Lincoln sitting in a chair in a statue in the middle of the Lincoln Memorial. You're right. Is there anything else you want to tell me that we've learned about Abraham Lincoln or our penny project?
He died, but he didn't make that book.
He did die, and so he didn't write the book we read today. You're right. Do you remember who Abraham Lincoln was when he was alive? What did he do? He was our... He was one of our presidents. That's right. Do you remember which one?
13.
Not the 13th. He was the 16th president. You're right. And which service project did you vote for so that we can give our money to help others?
The babies.
The March of Dimes? So you voted to help March of Dimes and the babies. Why did you want to help March of Dimes?
Because I like babies.
Oh, me too. And do you remember what the March of Dimes does?
They help babies.
Do you remember some ways they help them?
When they're first born, that means they got to help them and put a diaper on them before they hand them to their mama.
Okay. The March of Dimes does help them when they're first born. You're right. They help them with research and help them to grow up, to be strong and healthy, and they make sure that that they don't have any kind of disease or problem that they need help with. You're right. Is there anything else you want to tell me about what we've been doing with our project?
When the baby moves in the mama's tummy, like when I was a baby and I was moving my mommy's tummy, and then she had to go to the hospital, and I was already there, and they had a mat on it, and I had a diaper on.
You're right. Yes, and we love it when new babies are born. Well, thank you for talking to me this morning a little bit about our penny project.
And when I was first born, I was so tiny, and I had a car seat that had a thing over it that was hooked to it.
Right.
And my mommy pulled it over my head so the sun wouldn't get my eyes.
That is great. Mamas do help us.
And then when I was drinking a bottle one time and I was a little baby, I was asleep. I was drinking my bottle, and then when I woke up and spit my bottle out, my mommy handed me my passy. Then I went back to sleep in my cover, and my cover had Minnie Mouse on it.
Well, you sure do remember a lot about babies. I can tell you love babies. Thank you for talking to me about our penny.